Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to do a kind of a guess on the killer and possibly the affiliation. Because I'm not going to lie, from what I believe, I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled on what MIDMONTH is. I'm not going to say. I will save that for the very end. I'll save that for the very end of the video. I'll put up a little warning, or I'll say a warning. Like, okay, this is your time to get off the video if you don't want to know any spoilers. I could be wrong. It was just like a hearing. I haven't seen any images or anything, but I'm pretty sure I know what the banner is. It's not these three characters. They were just the three Strernritters that I picked, because it is 100% basically confirmed to be a Strernritter. I will say that because we have the Quincy ticket data mine, and then also this background, the snowy looking one that we got data mined like a few weeks ago. So, like, that was my initial reaction when I saw the image. Even before I saw the Quincy ticket data mine, I saw the imagery, and I'm like, that looks like how, like, the Wandenreich looks, or however you say it, like, Yuha's, like, castle in the shadows. So, yeah, we're going to be going off of some of the guild quest, rotation right here. As you can see, the 16th, which is when the banner news will get announced, so in about 24 hours time, approximately, after the time I drop this video, that's when it'll get announced. So it could be for this one, but the banner won't be out until the 19th. So to be honest, I'm leaning more towards either a SP Quincy, like a guild quest mainly character, kind of like Candace. The character could be like Candace, where really good character, especially for a mid-month, and it's mainly just a GQ lead. Like, no hate, like, for a mid-month unit, I think Candace is fine. Obviously, though, I would have liked Berserker, but, you know, it could just be another character like this, or it could be a side NAD unit. But if we go and check for melee Quincy, who do we realistically even have in the game as a NAD unit? I honestly cannot remember off of the top of my head. Also, let me know down below what you guys think it is. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but, you know, kind of curious what you guys think. So melee Quincy. Wait, right? It was melee, right? Yeah, range attack in half. So melee Quincy, we did get the new Grimjoe. Is he a booster though? I actually don't remember. He's not. So we could go for a new booster. Because we have Ichibe. No, he isn't one. Yamamoto isn't one. Yeah, we literally have like no actual booster here. And I believe, does Ishin have Lacerate? He does. He have Burn and Lacerate. I forgot his soul bomb is weakening and Lacerate. That's what it was. So it could be a NAD unit that just has increased status summon, or increased damage when you inflict a status element, something like that. But I'm leaning towards a melee Quincy killer that has an SA2 boost, maybe with a multi-barrier, and like the attribute doesn't really matter, to be honest. But I mean, if they do end up buffing Ishin, then that'd be great. But it could just be increasing whenever you proc a status on. So maybe the enemy will have Lacerate to go alongside with Grimjoe and Ishin. Although, you know, nowadays with Ishin, you're probably using Shuhei, the Mind Shuhei, that buffs up his damage. So maybe you won't even need the Grimjoe, but, you know, if you don't have that Shuhei, I don't have him, you know, maybe that could be something that you could end up going with. Because, like, realistically, that's, like, the only good side NAD unit is Grimjoe. Everyone else is pretty much an SP side, like Yamamoto or Ichibe or anything like that. So, yeah, that is pretty much, that's for, like, that little guess. Now, it could go after, which I actually completely cut it off so you can't even see it. Melee attack resistance for Hollow, so ranged Hollow killer. But I feel like this is when Gremmy runs, by the way. So the 23rd, I can't scroll down anymore because this is a screenshot. But the 23rd, I feel like is Gremmy. I feel like that's when his rerun will drop, maybe possibly with Kenpachi as well. Because Kenpachi's guild quest is literally like the week after anniversary or end of year, which is insane. So maybe they drop both of them together, because I don't see them dropping a new range Hollow killer that can surpass Gremmy, obviously. And then for a side NAD unit, I mean, they could do a side NAD Hollow killer, like a range Hollow killer. Who do we have for NAD units? I just don't really see them dropping it that far out after the banner drops, you know. But range NAD unit, yeah, we just got Shunsui. Like, I think Shunsui is really good. And there's other characters that boost Gremmy's damage anyway, so it's not even like a side nad unit is even that needed. So I think I'm just gonna get off that now. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a side nad unit for melee Quincy. Just my guess. Probably gonna pair well with Ishin if I had to guess what they're gonna do. I don't think it's gonna be for the no affiliation melee week. Owetsu is probably gonna be rerunning next week if I had to guess. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but yeah. Now, as another thing, I'm gonna guess we might get a farmer. Last year we ended up getting Grimmjow, so you know maybe we could be right. But if you go and check for any farmers or anything like that, when was the last power character? So we had Ichigo and then Mashiro. Okay, Mashiro's right here. Mashiro and Ichigo, the only 2 power farmers. We had 2 mind, 3 speed. Okay, that's awesome. So 2 mind, 3 speed, 2 tech, and then only 1, I guess, could you count Yatru? I guess technically that was last year's mid-month, so, you know, I'm going to count that as 2. So, I mean, we basically had 2 of each thing, and then we just restarted with speed, so, you know, maybe, maybe we get a power farmer, you know? Maybe we get an actual good power farmer. Like, I don't understand why they don't want to drop a good power farmer. Like, can we get that character already? For me, I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I genuinely don't care at all what it is because I have so many potions. Like, I barely even farm with potion characters anymore. I still do stream quite a bit, or often. Like, I'm chilling, you know? I'm just chilling, just sitting here waiting for whatever the next big thing is. I've maxed out my entire box. So, power farmer, don't really care too much for it because I'm 100% skimming, by the way. Not summoning. I'm saving for end of year. I keep calling it anniversary. Yeah. So potentially an SP lead for like a Guild Quest mainly only unit to replace Ishin with Killer Plus, or a side Quincy Killer, or a farmer. That is my guess. But then again, that's basically any better. So I also think it's gonna be 2 characters. I'm pretty sure I've been told it's 2 characters. I was speculating 2 characters anyways because they've done a lot of 2 character mid-months. Anyways, like if you go by mid-month, so this is end of year or end of month, mid-month 2 characters, mid-month 2 characters, mid-month 3 characters, and it was premium, so that's pretty cool. But then mid-month 2 characters, technically mid-month 2 characters. This one is 3, which is really cool, and then another one mid-month 2 characters, mid-month 2 characters. You see what I mean? This one is 3 and it's premium. I like the triple premium banners. I'm not gonna lie, another triple, and then another triple. So you know that was pretty good, but like. It was about 50-50, you know, in terms of, like, 2 characters. And since it's probably going to be a 1,000 or above Christmas-themed banner, I have to go off the assumption that it's going to be a 2-character banner, if I just had to guess. Alright, this is what I'm going to say. This is probably where I'm going to be going over who it's most likely going to be. I'm not going to confirm, say it's 100%, because obviously I only heard it through a stream and I immediately clicked off. Like, I didn't try to get spoiled. I just heard it while I was just, like, you know, farming BBS. And a certain some streamer mentioned it. But this is what I think it is. Oh, that is so zoomed out. So zoomed out. My bad. Don't look at the Pepe, by the way. That's, like, a possible 3rd character. I just thought of another Quincy. And I hope it's Pepe, so it's an even bigger skip. But I've heard... It's Christmas Little Toto and Christmas Grammy. And I'm not gonna lie, that is the biggest skip banner of the year. Like, I don't care for Little Toto really. Like, she's kind of funny, but outside of that, I just couldn't care less. Grammy, like, I like Grammy versus Kenpachi, but just like a Christmas Grammy, like, I'm good. I'm good. And it's a mid-month, so like I'm not expecting anything insane. One of them is probably a NAD GQ unit or some mediocre farmer. I would love a power farmer, but I have lost all hope. It's gonna be some terrible farmer like Jushiro, because I actually completely forgot that Jushiro even dropped. So technically we got like 3 power farmers this year, so they're not even gonna consider another power farmer, I bet you anything. So, you know, this banner isn't wrapping up to be the most hype thing that I've seen, but obviously who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the leaks were wrong. I kind of hope they are, but then at the same time, I kind of hope it isn't, because then it's such an easy skip. Not even a single multi. I don't care about the banner. The filler's probably going to be mediocre at best. And I can say for end of year, and hopefully they have a good filler there, because they should potentially have Yuha, Ichigo, or Orihime on the end of year banner. And you know, I'm all down to get, you know, some dupes for those characters, you know. And I'm gonna be going 25 steps on my main, and then where is the thing? 25 steps on my main, and then 50 steps on my ult. I'm going big 50 steps. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the video. Let me know down below what you guys think it's gonna be. So to just wrap everything up, I think one of the characters, because I'm assuming there's two, is going to be a new Quincy SP unit to replace Ishin, or just like, not replace, but like, let's say, kind of like how Basby is to True Shikai, like a good alternative. A good alternative is a better wording. I don't know if he'll replace it. I think that the new character might be more consistent, because Ishin only has increased chance against heart attribute enemies, whereas this character will probably have it against the entire affiliation. So, you know, if you get that person duped out, probably more consistent, less resetting. That's always a good thing in my opinion. I would love for it to be like the limit breaker kind of character, but for a mid-month, I just don't see it happening. And then the other character is probably going to be a NAD GQ character, if I had to guess, or a farmer. It kind of depends if we actually get an SP unit, because the main unit, like the SP unit, could be the farmer, and then we get a side NAD unit to support Ishin. Not really too sure, but I feel like to sell the banner, they're going to give us an SP unit that wants to rival or potentially surpass Ishin. That's just my guess. And then a side NAD unit, either for melee Quincy, like how they did on this banner. This banner was actually ranged Quincy, if I'm not mistaken, right? These two characters, Ishin, Retsu and Nemu, double killer of the same one. So they could do something like that. I'm not really too sure. It's just a guess. Let me know down below your predictions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Might, emphasis on might, stream the reveal. Seems kind of fun. Who really knows? Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And peace out.